So I haven't uploaded in a long time. To be frank, I haven't even gone on the server in a long time. So, the plan for today is that Jakey, PC, and a few others are digging out this massive hole, and I'm just gonna sit here and dig this out while complaining about random things and just talking about random things. So let's go. And I think the first thing I want to talk about is I don't understand what who I just need to know who are the type of people who think that it's okay to be in the shower for over an hour, right? Like, no, you don't need to be that clean. The normal amount of time to be in a shower is like around 10 minutes, 15 if you really feel like it. But like an hour? Who are you people? What are you doing? Where are you going that you need that much? Like, you need that much water to be used. Like, you know how much that costs? I don't pay for my bills, but like, I mean, I don't have bills is what I mean. I'm not that I'm evading bills, but like, you know, I have to make that one be clear. Why are you showering for over an hour? Doesn't your skin like turn into that like weird, like, you know, when you go swimming and you have that, like, your skin is just like really wrinkly? Does it not do that after a while in the shower? Or is it because you're using like really warm water that it's just doesn't, will it not do that? Like, I don't understand that. Can we talk about how Hamilton is still one of the best things ever? Oh, can I do that? Is that something that I'm allowed to do? Because we can all agree Hamilton is lyrically amazing, and anyone who thinks otherwise is a hater and not right, you know? Have you listened to Hamilton? Like, think of this man's rhymes. Wait, let me think of one of the better rhymes. I can't think of one right now because I've put myself on the spot. However, editing MC here, I found the lyric that I was trying to think of at the time when I was recording, and I couldn't think of anything. So then now you can see how lyrically genius Hamilton is if you have never heard it. Because I don't think you guys are listening, because she courted me, escorted me to bed, and then when she had me in a corner, that's when Reynolds extorted me for a sordid fee. I paid him quarterly. I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly. As you can see, I kept a record of every check in my checking history. Check it again against your list and see consistency. As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. Are my answers to your satisfaction? Are they to your satisfaction? Have you heard what I've just read? That should be to your satisfaction. They're to my satisfaction, for sure. Are they to yours? They should be. Just, I need to add that in, make sure that you hear this. You think about it, you hear it, you see it, you know, it's Hamilton, bro. Hamilton will, you know, you get it. You get it. One thing that really annoys me, if I have not said it in videos before, I will say now, I'm a writer. I enjoy writing. I like writing poems, I like writing stories. Two things on this topic. One, why are all the writing clubs in my area 18 plus? Like, who decided that? Why 18? Why can't children go there, huh? It's just rude. Another thing on that is, why do people assume, like, you know, oh, you write, you must really love your English class. No. I like English, yes. However, I like writing English. I don't like doing English because I have to. I think my favorite Hamilton song would be, well, it's between two because like, it's changed over time. And I may have said this in my Hamilton and Shenanigans video, which you should really watch. I would recommend it. It was honestly one of my favorite videos that I've made. But I think, yeah, my favorite one in Hamilton was it was either Skylar Sisters or The Room Where It Happened. And I don't know, I just really like them. But like in terms of like how powerful they are, Hurricane takes the cake on how powerful. If Dear Theodosia Reprise was in there, then I might have done that one, you know, that one's really good. Or like, would you count Lord's Interlude? Because like tech, it's not on the like Spotify soundtrack, but like it's in the musical. And like it's good. Like you would cry at that. I cried at that when I first watched Hamilton, but you don't see it, or you don't hear it in the soundtrack, so you count it because it's not a song, so it wouldn't, you know. Also, you know, we're talking about this one as well because this is something that has. Yeah, this one. Can we normalize, like, just wearing cloaks? Like, is that... I don't think that's normalized, and we should. Cloaks are dope. I recently started using Pinterest for, mood boards. And I was scrolling through Pinterest, looking for the perfect things. And, like, looking at swords on Pinterest, I don't know why. It just made I kicked my legs and giggled at some of that. But back to the cloaks. The cloaks on there are so cool. Oh my gosh, I would love to wear those in public. But no, that's... Some people would not find that... That's not in the that's not in the social norms. But you know what? Screw the social norms. I'm gonna get a cloak at some... It seems the server did not like me talking about cloaks and screwing social norms. Anime is also something that I really enjoy, and I would like to... When I was... Someone tried to make me think that Pokemon, like the anime, wasn't considered an anime. And I don't know why he did that. Like, he just said, oh, that's not really an anime when he asked what my favorite anime is. And I was like, well, I don't watch many other animes, because I didn't have anything to watch, like, any other anime on. I just had whatever was on, like, the box, or the cable, or whatever you call it. So I was like, I mean, I didn't tell him at the time, but I remember now. I did watch Inazuma 11, is that what it's called? I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, which is strange, because I feel like I would have liked Yu-Gi-Oh, but like I do not understand how people know everything about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I know a lot about Pokemon, but like those guys... What's a blue eyes white dragon? That's not... Are you sure that's not Reshiram? Like, why are you sending stuff to the graveyard to bring it back that strong? What? I don't get it. I simply just do not know. Send in your second sea of bacon, set the record straight. Ah! Bro, rude and disrespectful. We're not talking about Ash, we're talking about his companions. And quite frankly, I think the first Pokemon anime that I watched was Unova. Yeah, black and white. And I remember I liked the characters so much. I think for a long time I thought Iris was the best companion. And then when I watched Sinnoh, I watched the Sinnoh one. I realized that it was basically Sinnoh, but in Unova. Like, they're trying to get like the rivalry, or like the sibling relationship that Dawn and Ash had with Iris, and then Silent just tried to be Brock if he was a connoisseur of everything, which I love Silent. Silent's amazing. Like, I remember when I first watched that anime, Silent was amazing. It was like, I was like, I want to be a connoisseur of trains now. I didn't end up being a connoisseur of trains, by the way. Now I just play Minecraft. So, sometimes our dreams don't come true. I love, World Was Wide Enough. I love the poem in it. So, yeah, World Was Wide Enough, that poem, I could say it off memory for you right now. I might say it right. I will say it right now. I imagine death so much feels more like a memory. This where it gets me. On my feet, several feet ahead of me. I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be? There's no beat, no melody. Burr, my first friend, my enemy. My name is pissed out the sky wet. Like, can we just agree that cloaks are awesome in most degrees? Like, so get me a cloak with pockets, and if any of my like IRL friends are watching and they want to get me something as a gift, get me a cloak with pockets in it. Oh my gosh, I would die. Zombie, please. I'm formally requesting. I don't ask for much usually on my birthdays, but if you see a cloak with pockets, send it to me. Please. Just the link to it. I'll buy it myself. The birthday gift can be the link. Just get me a nice cloak. Like, if you get me a nice cloak, I don't know, I'll be forever in your debt, honestly, forever. I think we all agree. I don't think everyone agrees. I think people are now saying that's overrated, but X and Y, XYZ, XY the series, oh my gosh. Those, they're so good. Like, XYZ is, I will defend XYZ. Like, the story is so good. The peak Ash design, honestly. Like no one can disagree with me. That was right before everything went downhill and they started making his hair round. Like, I don't know what that was. They just started making his hair round instead of spiky. And hey, it's the oldest that Ash has ever looked, to be honest. Like, Ash looked like a teenager in that one. Like, just to put Pokemon on the radar, just so we know that I enjoy Pokemon. The anime. Remember when we started boycotting? That was fun. Like, the one time that the Minecraft community reunites, it's to take down the people creating Minecraft. But the thing about that, like, I as fun as boycotting Mojang was, you have to understand that it's not really their fault. First of all, it was the mob. Oh no, my shield broke. The mob vote was, like, I think people are mad about the mob vote because they know that their thing will probably never be added into the actual game because they haven't done that when they said they would. Because, like, the biome vote at work, they did that. They added back things, but the mob vote, they have not done that. So, like, I guess that's probably why people were really mad about it. Which, I understand that. I'd much rather if they did the biome vote more. But, like, we have to understand, it's not them being lazy, right? They have to go, like, before, they weren't bought by Windows, so they had more liberties in what they could and could not do. But now they are owned by Windows. No, not Windows, Microsoft. Microsoft, that's what I meant. And so they're owned by Microsoft now, so we have to understand that they have more decisions have to go through more people. So what they add tends to be very limited based on what the higher ups wants, and not maybe they want more, but they can't add it because the higher ups don't want it, you know? So I think we have to be understanding of that. You can run around, you can't run my what? Being sick is pits, you know? Can't do anything when you're sick. Then people, like, depending on how sick you are, people treat you weird. Because like if you're like super sick, they're like, oh oh poor baby, poor baby, and then they're like, but stay 6 feet away, you know. Don't cough within my general vicinity. So like it's like I'm just sitting here miserable because no one wants to hang out with me. Like I don't hang out with people, but like no one wants to hang out with me. Yeah, so no one wants to hang out with me because I'm sick. But like they're also like, oh you poor child. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here. Like what am I meant to do? Someone should have told me 2 years ago that writing a book is not as easy as when you just, you know, think about what you're gonna write. Because you can't you can't write a book the way you speak exactly, you know? Because you can't say, it was like, you know, you know? Like, I can't say that. But I'd want to say that, because I'd say I know what I want. It's a great way to plug my writing TikTok, you know, MCF writer. If you guys want to see that, I don't know if you want to know about writing and stuff, you can look at that. Do you know something that's really funny? I think the only 2 books that have made me cry are, the most recent one was I read Harry Potter like in 2023, and the reason some people might think that crazy, but the reason for that is because I remember, like, when I was really young, I watched one of the movies, and I don't remember much from the movies. I just remember hating the movies, and I will try and rewatch them because people are looking at me weird when I say that I don't remember watching them very much, but I will rewatch them. But I never understood that the book is most likely going to be better than the movie. Because there's a lot of movies that I didn't know were from books, honestly. But like, you know, I didn't think about how the book would definitely be better. So I never read Harry Potter, and then I did. And then I cried when, spoiler alert, Fred died. I very much so cried. Albus Dumbledore's death, that's another spoiler, whoops. Yeah, when he died, I didn't cry. I was like, oh, he was pretty alright. And then, but when Fred died, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this, you know? The other time I cried to a book was, if you used to read David Walliams when you were younger, or you still do, you know, there's nothing wrong with you still read him when you're like slightly older age. Yeah, his books were entertaining for a long time for me. But I read Grandpa's Great Escape, and I cried when Grandpa had to, like, I don't remember any of the names, but when Grandpa was had to get his son to bail the plane, I was like, oh my gosh. And then when it's like, oh, you may see him in the clouds, when the main character was talking to his son, I was just bawling. And this was at night, so I couldn't be loud because everyone else was sleeping and I was being, you know, devious. I think it was past 9 p.m, my bedtime. I couldn't be seen. If I was seen, for reading my book, oh my gosh, I would have been done for. Wait. Bum ba da 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 da. The riddle's perfect. I got the word. The word was authoritative. Authoritative. However you pronounce the word, you know? When you think about it, authoritative is the same word as like bossy, right? It's just different. When you say something in a specific way, it just sounds like it's not meant to be in the way that it could be taken. Like everything's like, you have different words. Like you hear someone say, "I'm fine," right? Based on how they say it, it finds if the situation's actually fine. But then you hear someone say, all right. And like that's kind of like fine is like the same as saying okay, right? Like it's basically you're neutral about whatever it is, and depending on how you say it. But when you say all right, I feel like that just feels like a step like slightly below on like the scale of how you feel, right? Like it just feels like a step below okay. And I don't know why. It shouldn't be, to be honest. I don't think it should be like that. But it is. You know, let me know your favorite Hamilton song. Just tell me what it is, and if you want to, give a reason for it. Like, explain yourself. Like, one thing about Hamilton, I don't think it has a single bad song, but everything has to have a worse, you know? And I think, in my opinion, the only song that doesn't really do it for me, which is I think most people say this, but what's it called? Scholar Defeated. That one doesn't do it for me. You know, opinion on the government, guys. You ever just like when you finish hanging out with your friends, like the few times that you probably do, because there's a high chance you're someone like me who does not go and hang out with their friends enough. Like you don't like when you do leave a hangout session. Do you ever get like those few minutes? They're just like, wow. Do I really deserve these people as my friends because of how amazing they are? Like you have to, sometimes you have to just sit down and appreciate your friends and make sure that they know that they're appreciated. Like they deserve, sometimes your friend just deserves the world. That's crazy. This is probably someone that a few weeks ago you probably said, this guy, I have no idea anything about this person. Like, it's crazy that you can just randomly from someone you've never known anything about to this person will know all my secrets and I trust that. Like, that's a crazy thing, guys. Think about that. Also, make sure you appreciate your friends every once in a while. You don't know how good it is until it's gone. I think I took out a good chunk of land back there. I should probably go light it up. I'll light it up in a second, because this is gonna be the end of this really ranty video, I guess. This is just me like talking about just things that popped into my head as we went along. There's no planning to this. I think the only thing that I'd planned to talk about was people who shower for over an hour. I'm just like, what? If you did enjoy, just make sure to like. If you want to see more from me and a few others on the server, make sure you subscribe and subscribe to people on the server. There should be a few linked down below that I know upload, and the actual Global SMP official accounts. I want to thank you again for watching. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll MC you guys next time. Goodbye. Oh, that's a bat. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not. Oh my gosh, that is. Oh my, I did not mean to do. Whoops. Oh my. Oh, 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 no. Oh dear.